Hey there, my name is Allison, and I am a customer champion here at Help Scout. And today I want to take you through a walkthrough of all of Help Scout's productivity tools. So first off, we'll talk about what are productivity tools in Help Scout and how can they help my team. And I know that many of us these days are being asked to do more with less, no matter what type of business we work in. So, for example, those of you who work in e-commerce, consumers are buying online in greater volumes than ever. And sales are up, but it also puts extraordinary pressure on your support teams who are supporting more orders and more customers with the same or even fewer resources. And this pressure increases the chance of mistakes we might make while providing help, which can lead to reduced customer satisfaction. And the same goes for those of us who work in software or other online areas. We have a lot of customers to take care of, but are being asked to handle an extra load with limited people resources. And many emails we receive are very important, and some may even be incredibly urgent. But your team can easily get tied up dealing with less urgent questions, and those important or urgent emails can slip down in your inbox. All the while, your team is handling things that don't especially need a human touch right at the start, or even emails that can be answered with just a few clicks of a button. And that's where Help Scouts automation and productivity tools can come in handy. When done well, support automation can give customers a better experience and reduce the stress on your teams. So in Help Scout, we have three productivity tools. We have workflows, tags, and saved replies. And in Help Scout, we call automations workflows, and they can be used in an almost infinite number of ways to help you save time and free up your team to do more productive things in their day to day instead of doing what amounts to just a lot of busy work. And workflows in Help Scout are similar to Gmail filters or rules in other email clients. They are composed of conditions, so what you're looking for, and actions, what you want to happen. And in Help Scout, we have two different kinds of workflows. We have automatic workflows, which allow you to automate tasks. So anything from internal tracking and organization to sending automatic replies or notifications. So your team has more time to focus on taking care of your customers. And automatic workflows are always on, running in the background. They check new and existing conversations in your inbox for matching conditions and then carry out one or more specified actions automatically. So you can think of them as basic if then statements. If this particular thing happens in Help Scout, then these actions will automatically take place. Manual workflows, on the other hand, run on your command. So when you apply a manual workflow, Help Scout performs all actions at one time. And manual workflows allow you to handle multiple actions on an email in just a few clicks. And this can save your team time as well as ensure consistency across the whole team. And you can see the difference here. The top is the automatic workflow with the if and the then, while the manual workflow there on the bottom waits to run on your command. So when you're answering any email in your inbox, you can look for the little lightning bolt icon at the top of that email conversation to run any manual workflow that you might have set up. So let's hop into our Help Scout account here and we can take a look at some different use cases for workflows, how to set those up, and what they might look like. So to set up any workflow, you can do so in your inbox settings, which you can get to by clicking on the gear icon of any mailbox. If we go back out here to our dashboard, you can see all of my inboxes here have this gear setting. Or if you happen to be inside your inbox, you can also get to that gear setting on the bottom left-hand side as well. So we'll click into that and we'll go into workflows. And one of the more popular ways that folks use workflows is to keep track of aging conversations in your inbox. In fact, we ourselves use one of these workflows and have it set up exactly like you see here. And this helps your team live up to your customer support goals and get help to everyone as quickly as you possibly can. Now, if you have more than one team at your company using Help Scout, you can automatically move emails from one inbox to another should a different team be better suited to handle the issue. So, for example, if an email is sent to the sales team but has needs support in the subject line, you can automatically route that over to your support inbox without any human intervention. And we also see a lot of our customers set up workflows based on keywords in the subject line or body of an email. So, for example, if the subject of an email is equal to something like return and exchange, then you can automatically tag it. Similarly, you can look at those body or subject keywords and mimic an auto reply that sends an email to customers who match that criteria you have set up in your workflow. Now, customers, or I should say, frustrated customers tend to use similar words and phrases to express their feelings about an issue with their purchase. And you can also use those subject and body keywords to assign specific incoming email to a particular person who might handle those types of issues. And you can also stack conditions within workflows, like looking for the words return or exchange in the subject line of any incoming email. And for those of you who might work with software or some other type of online business, you probably use satisfaction ratings to get feedback from your customers on how well your team is performing. So if you want to automatically reply to someone who gives you a bad rating to ask for more feedback, a workflow can be set up to do just that. And should you have account or customer success managers who are responsible for specific companies within their book of business, you can set up a workflow to automatically route emails coming from a specific domain right to that correct person. And this saves extra email touches by your team and gets the customer to the right person as quickly as you possibly can. Now, if you want to know how often your customers or potential customers are referring to your competitors in emails they send you, you can tag those emails to create a quick reporting view. And we'll touch on tags and also reporting views in just a moment. But here's an example of what a workflow like that could look like. And if you're using custom fields in your Help Scout account, they are a great way to get even more insight on common trends and needs for reporting purposes. Now, did you know that workflows can set custom fields for you on incoming email automatically? Again, you can key off those words in the subject or the body of the email to set those custom fields and not only take some clicks off of your plate, but ensure that your reporting will be even more accurate. And for our friends in healthcare, you can use those body or subject keywords to look for certain medical needs or conditions and tag or set those custom fields automatically for that easy reporting. And do you have a group of people who might be responsible for a specific thing like billing, shipping, or a specific project? You can use Help Scout's team feature and create a workflow that would trigger off of keywords or email sender and assign the email directly to that specific team. And teams are a great way to assign emails to a specific group of your teammates. For example, we use teams to form a small group from the support team to work more deeply with a new feature release that might be coming out. So any emails about that new feature can be assigned to that team using a workflow, and that smaller group of people can handle those specific emails. And many of us need to follow up with someone if they have not responded to us in a certain amount of days. For things like appointment reminders, bug fix follow ups, return or exchange information, things like that. And working in conjunction with tags, you can easily use workflows to set up a follow up reminder to those folks, just doing that automatically there with a workflow. Now, if you receive a lot of the same questions via email, but those that need a human to read them before taking action, Manual workflows are great for that. And once someone has read the email, they can apply the manual workflow to take care of many different actions all at once, all with one click instead of, say, 8 to 10 different clicks. So you can add a note, add a tag, set custom fields, send an email response, and change the status of the email all with that one click. You can see a few different examples of manual workflows that we have here and how much time they can help save you. And if I go into one of my other inboxes here and open up an email, you'll see this lightning bolt at the top right-hand side of my screen. And that's where all of my manual workflows are. And all I have to do is click that, find the right workflow, and you can see what actions are going to take place here. In this case, an email will be sent out to the customer. The status of the email will change to closed. A tag will be added, and as well as an internal note for my teammates will also be added to the conversation. Now, if you're keen to try this on your own, but not quite sure where to start, you can read through all of your past conversations in your Help Scout inbox to identify your highest and lowest priority question types. And then from there, you can identify common keywords or other themes you can use to trigger workflows to change the priority level of those conversations and help take decisions off of your team when deciding which emails to answer first. And if you feel overwhelmed and want to brainstorm some workflow ideas, feel free to email us anytime, help@helpscout.com, and we'd be glad to chat through your specific challenges to get you pointed in the right direction when it comes to workflows. We also have a comprehensive list of conditions and actions that you can check out here at docs.helpscout.com. And this will help you get some ideas of just how many different ways you can trigger a workflow to run. Another great productivity tool in Help Scout are what we call tags. And tags are most commonly used in conjunction with workflows, as we've talked about just a few minutes ago, but they are also added, or can be added, I should say, manually to individual conversations and are a great way to keep track of specific trends in customer emails. And if I hop into a specific email here, you can see I've got tags on the email already. They show up either underneath the main subject headline there, or if I start scrolling a little bit, they'll also show up in that top toolbar. And if I go back to my unassigned folder, you can see tags from this high level view as well. They kind of look like and work similarly to Gmail's label feature, but you can do a whole lot more with them. And if I want to add additional tags, I can go back into an email and I can do that right here. And if I start typing, it will autocomplete. So if the tag has already been added before, it will show up in this dropdown. And this will hopefully keep your team from misspelling things or from creating multiple variations of the same tag. And you can search for every email in your account that has a specific tag as well in a few different ways. The first would be in the manage tags area. So if we go up top here to manage and tags, this is where you can not only see all of your tags displayed together, but clicking on any individual tag will give you the ability to view all of those emails that have that specific tag. Now you can see that's brought us right here into the search area, which is another way that you can find emails with a specific tag as well. So we'll just go back out for just one moment and you'll see this magnifying glass on the top right-hand side of the screen. You'll have this on every page in your Help Scout account, and you can click into that. And this is where you can search for tags as well. So I can just type in the word tag so we can filter by tag. You'll see all of your tags are here, and I can just select one, and then I'll see all of the emails that have that specific tag. And tags are also super helpful in reporting as well. In just a few clicks, you can build out a report based on the number of emails that have a specific tag in any time frame that you would like to see. Now, to set this up, you'll use what we call reporting views. And here you can filter down reports by different things like inboxes and custom fields. But you can also do so by tag to give you an accurate picture of the number and types of issues that your team is dealing with. So here I click on the plus sign in this report and I can go to tag, and then I can either do is or is not, and then I can look for that specific tag, and that'll show me how many emails in this date range that I have specified that I have received that have that specific tag there. And these filters can be used once, or you can save them for easy access to reporting right there at your fingertips. You can also export this data to a CSV file, or if you have some developer help, you can use our API to extract that raw data from your account. And tags can also be used to trigger workflows as well, if that sparks any imagination you might have on that front. And the last tool we have in our productivity trifecta is what we call saved replies. And you may know them by names such as canned responses or macros. And they are pre saved snippets of text that can be inserted into emails and also personalized. And they're a great time saver because your team don't have to type out the same full response every time a frequently asked question arises. And this reduced typing time buys back more attention for reading customer requests more carefully and deeper troubleshooting. And saved replies are also helpful because you can provide your team with the best possible response to consistently provide great service. And they will also greatly cut down on the time onboarding a new teammate. As long as that person can recognize patterns, saved replies can easily be applied to email responses, even as that deeper learning process is ongoing. So here in my email, I want to reply to this. You can see I can click on that saved reply button. That's going to open my list of saved replies. And with one and then two clicks, you can see I'm able to send out a personalized response right back to my customer. Now, there are two ways to create a new saved reply. All users can create a saved reply from right here in the conversation editor. So let's say that I write out a response to an email and I think, you know what, we actually get this question with some frequency. And I think it would be really helpful to save this reply to use again in the future. I can open up my editor menu here, can go into the saved reply area, and you'll see at the very top, I can save this reply right from here. And you can also create new saved replies from your inbox settings. So each inbox in Help Scout has its own distinct settings. So you can use one main Help Scout account for different reasons, and it keeps things like saved replies and workflows contained all in one inbox. And if you're creating saved replies from scratch, you can use variables to personalize them a bit more and save even more time. And variables are placeholders for things like customer, user, inbox, conversation data, things like that. And they are defined using specific text between curly brackets and percentage signs, I should say. So let's say I wanted to say hi and then insert the variable for the customer's first name, and it would look just like that. Now, all users can add saved replies from the conversation editor, like I showed you a moment ago there. And Help Scout account owners and administrators have permission to edit and manage existing saved replies by default, and can also grant that permission to users. So user roles and permissions have more information on how you can change them if you'd like to. So that's something that you can find on our doc site as well. You can just type in the word permit. You can see it's already up there. So if you want to change who can edit and access saved replies, just make sure that your user roles and permissions are set up just the way that you like it. One other great way that saved replies are really helpful is that you can use the all channels report to see your most used saved replies. So this is our demo account. So we obviously don't really have any outgoing replies from it, But if we did and we were using saved replies, you would see that data existing here. So if you notice any trends, you can use that data to create needed articles in your knowledge base so that customers can help themselves either through your knowledge base or through your beacon before they ever email you. Now, if you want to dig in deeper and get started using workflows, we have a lot of great resources you can use for inspiration. So again, I'll point you to this one help article that we have that goes through all of our conditions and actions there. Or if you just want to, see some other options for workflows, you can go to docs.helpscout.com, type in the word workflow, and there you'll see a few different articles that you can get started with that will give you some inspiration and kind of help you get going with workflows. You can also do the same thing if you need to dig in more on tags and saved replies. All that's available for you there at docs.helpscout.com.